All right, 10 free prepper things to do. Or as I like to say, who dat called my name? Number one, inventory your stuff. It's hard to know where you're going if you don't know where you're at. Just make a list of things you have that you think you would use if there was an emergency. Could be blankets, could be the food in your pantry, flashlights, batteries, basic stuff. Doesn't matter. Get a piece of paper and a pencil, write it down. Figure out how much water, food, and other essentials you need for 3 days, 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 months. This is easier than it sounds. Just basically look at what you eat now for a day and then a week and reuse those numbers. Sit down and plan out 3 days of meals: breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and supper or dinner, depending on where you're from. Throw some snacks in, throw some water in. Use the list of things you're already eating. Don't try and think about other special long shelf life prepper foods. Look at what you like, look at what you got. Number three, make a list of things you know you'll need. Don't worry about price tags. Don't worry about any of that stuff. If you think, wow, I don't have a fire extinguisher, put it down. Do you have a smoke alarm? No? Put it down. Do you have one and the batteries are dead? Write down batteries. Do you have a flashlight? Don't worry about whether it's solar, rechargeable, nothing like that. Put it down. Matches, a candle, things you've heard that you think you might need prepping, things you want. What level of prepping are you at? Maybe you want a freeze dryer, dehydrators, smokers, full solar panel system, a tractor. Put it down. Make an escape plan in case of a fire. Fire is one of those hazards that we have to plan for. It's a contingency that everyone should have a plan for. Try and have 2 ways out from each room. Number five, make a contact list of important numbers. Your friends, your family, insurance company, utility providers, so the power company, the phone company, internet provider, work if you have to call in. If your computer goes down, the internet goes down, your cell phone stops working, gets broken, all that stuff could be lost. Even if you have electronic backups, that's great. Get a hard copy, get out a pen and a piece of paper, write it down. Number six, this is a behavioral one of many we'll be talking about. Fill up your vehicle fuel tank at 3/4 or half rather than a quarter or empty. You still have to fill up. You just change when you're doing it. It might even actually feel like you're saving money because each fill will be cheaper if you only put a quarter tank in each time you fill versus waiting until you're empty or down to a quarter tank. It's going to seem cheaper. Number seven, organize your stuff. Stack food containers like cans of soup or beans, noodles, coffee, whatever it is. Stack it so that you're putting the new stuff you buy at the back. If you have 4 cans of tuna, the one you buy today, put at the back of the other ones. Use the oldest one first. And get the stuff organized. There's lots of places you can get free boxes, bags, any containers laying around. Even group things into piles if you have to. Start to get organized. Number eight, check the fluid levels and tire pressure in your vehicle. I'm not saying go out and buy stuff and add it, but at least check it. This will help you learn where everything is, make you aware of the levels. Clean your windshield and lights. Get a cloth, get it wet, clean it. Really helps with visibility, both you being able to see and you being seen. Number nine, make sure you have cash at home and a couple bucks on you too. This won't really cost you anything because you still have the cash. It's just rather than having it in digital or electronic format in the bank, you've got it in hard paper or coin format at home. And believe me, if the ATM stop working or things go down, you'll be glad you had some actual cash with you. Number 10, Go for a walk. A jog. Is it jog? Because maybe the J is silent. Do some push ups, stretching, anything. Your health is your number one asset. You don't need a membership. You don't need equipment. There's lots of things you can do just body weight. And to help the environment and maybe earn some money, take an empty bag with you on your walk and pick up beverage containers that you see to return for the refund. I used to have a challenge with my kids that when they would walk home from school, they would have an empty bag. When I would go for jogs, I would take an empty bag and we'd see who could collect the most cans. I had to upgrade from my grocery bag to a big black garbage bag, and sometimes my jog would be over because it would be so full um, that I couldn't jog anymore. I had to walk. So you win. You get a little bit extra money for your prepping supplies. The environment wins, and you get some exercise. Wins all around. Stay tuned for more freebies.